in order to explain to you how embedded content works on Wix, I actually went to my own website where I have some embedded content, such as these flipbooks here. And when I click on this, it says edit code, and there's an iframe code in here. And so let's look at how that is done. Now when you go to embed here on that list, then you have Embedder Widget, which is actually what I use for this. Now there's something here called Embedder Site, which I have never really tried. It says that you can enter a website address and then display that website inside your own website. Now how that would work and why anybody would want to do that, I really honestly have no idea, so I can't tell you more about that. However, there are custom elements also that you can add to your site, and again, I haven't looked at this, because from what I can understand, it actually requires a server URL. So you have to have your own server in order to be able to do that. What I think that this is all about is adding custom CSS codes to your to how your text is formatted and so on and so forth, but you do need your own server. And then the obvious question for me is, if you have your own server, why would you be building a website on Wix? Why wouldn't you actually be doing it on your own server, given how many amazing templates and things there are that you would be able to use for that? But so these two things, the embedded site and custom element, I really don't know how I can help you with that, but the Embedder widget I have used, and so I'm just going to bring it here. And what you do is you just click here, and then you, whatever the code, the embed code is that you have from another external site, you basically paste that in here. So I have embed codes on Flipsnack. So for example, I have a flipbook here, and I opened the embed thing for that. Now I can change the well, I made this responsive, so it's automatically going to readjust itself, but if I don't make it responsive, then I can enter my own width and height values and start from page, etc. And then I would just basically copy this code and then come here and enter it here, and then go update, and this would appear here. However, it's nothing is that easy in life. You do have to actually configure the space of this, the spacing of this, which is you have to have a frame that is wide enough to show all of it and so on. And then look, I still have a scroll bar here, which I wouldn't want to have. So in order to make that scroll bar disappear, I would have to make this absolutely enormous, which is just the way that these are as well. So it does take quite a bit of fooling around until you get it right, but basically this is how you embed things from external sites into Wix. Like I said, this is the only one that I really know how to use. The other ones, if there are coders amongst you, they might be able to do more with that. I have no idea. And then also they put a lot of audio players, video players, but then you can get those from here as well anyway. So they have them in two different places. You can embed site verification things. Well, the custom code thing is what I just did. Well, no, that's different actually. What I did is I embedded a widget, but you can also add custom code things. So let's see how that works. Let me just click on that. I'm just doing it now in front of you. I've never done it before. So okay, so here's where I would add my code to the header, to the here they already have the Google Analytics, so I guess I would be adding another item here if I wanted to. I can add code into the body. I can add to the end of to the start of the body, and then to the end of the body. So that is how I would be adding the custom code. So again, this is something for coders, not for me, and not for probably a lot of people who are going to be taking this course. So before I end this, now let's also just look at this. Now when I exported this from Flipsnack, I actually did said responsive width. So here I can actually stretch this to the full width, and I can maybe decrease the margins a little bit or something so that it doesn't go all the way from edge to edge. And let's take a preview and see what happens with that. Yeah, so when I click on it, it actually opens up in a full screen because it was a responsive export. Now the other ones here that we have, let me just delete. Oh, and also there's a settings thing here, but it's basically taking you to the same place as the edit code, so there's no change in that. Before I delete these, now these I can't make responsive. I mean, I could if I wanted to. It gives me the option, but since these were exported a long time ago, they are not responsive, so if I tried to make these responsive, that wouldn't work. But let's just take a preview and look at how this actually looks. So it works like this. So for this type of stuff that you have made in external applications where they are in fact giving you an embed code, not all of them do, then you can import those things via copy pasting the code into your website here on Wix.